everybody, it's Tamara from Prairie Town Girl here on Etceterise, and I am starting a new journal, and I thought I would share a really cute, fairly easy project that you can add to your next journal. So I got these beautiful printables from Caroline's Craft Tree, and so this is what I'm using, and I've got the sort of the beginnings of a signature going here. And what I want to do is add a little pocket with a zipper so that if I put things in here, they'll be secure. So this is super easy. So you start with a Ziploc type bag, and I just cut one of my sheets. I took this sheet and I cut it in half down here. And so this is just in case you want to order her printables. This is what you get. This is the full on color version, and then I always like to do sort of a washout print as well, just for a background print, but this is what you get in the package, and this is called the Nature Theme Botanical Journaling Set, I think. And you're going to see more of it in the next few videos probably, and I'll give you more of a look at it. Or you can go over to my Instagram, and I did a full flip through of all the pages and all the ephemera, and it's a lot. Anyways, I cut this sheet in half. So now all I'm going to do is attach it to my bag. Now I don't want to glue the whole thing down, and you'll see why in a little bit here. And what I did on my original one here is I sewed around the edges. But I think before I put it under my sewing machine, I want to just sort of stick it down a little bit so that it doesn't move around a lot while I'm trying to sew. So I'm just going to put a little line of glue down, and then I'm going to place it so that I am below the zipper. I don't want the paper to get in the way of the zipper. And I'm just going to do the same on the other side. And just stick that down there. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew, well actually before I take this over to the sewing machine, I know that I don't want this to stick all the way out, because this bright green zipper is going to stick outside of my signature. So I know I want it to come in just a little bit, so I'm going to lightly mark it with a pencil, and that's where I'm going to sew up. So I'm not quite at the bottom, and I'm not going to cut this off yet though. So I'm going to sew down each side, down that line that I made, and up this side here. So I'm going to go do that, and then I will be right back, and I'll show you what we're going to do with this. Okay, so now you can see I've gone all the way around, and I've got this little flap here and some plastic sticking out. So I'm going to cut this plastic down. I don't need that bottom of the bag there. Cut that right off. And this little extra on the other side of your seam is going to be a hinge for something else on the other side of the signature. Now I often like to put in a poem or something like that, and this one's called The Garden, so this will be perfect. And I've already cut it down a little bit. That should fit like that, so it would just sort of sit right inside this little pocket. And again, you can sew that down, or you can just use your glue and glue it right in this little hinge. And if you don't like to sew on paper, or you don't have a sewing machine, of course you can just glue that right down. And some other things I think I would maybe you could do differently if you want to, because right now this is sort of a triple pocket. You got a pocket here, you got the pocket inside your baggie, and then you've got a pocket on the other side. You could glue that right down. You could sew the top of the paper first before you glue it down, and then the whole thing looks like it's sewn down, which is maybe what I would maybe do next time. Oh, great. Okay, well, it was going to go this way, but I glued my poem upside down, so it's going to go this way now. You just make it work. Alrighty, so it would go in your signature like so. Let's see here, so you can get it in here. There we go. Alright, so on this side, I've got my poem. And then as we move over to the other side of the signature, I've got my little pocket that I can put things, all my ephemera and journaling cards and all other kinds of things in there. Yeah, I think this might bug me. I think I'm going to glue that paper right down at the top so that it doesn't open up like that. But that's it. Super quick, super easy, and super cute, I think. So I hope that gives you some ideas on some ways to add little pocket into your next journal. And I will be back soon with more projects with Caroline's Craft Tree printables. And yeah, I hope everybody is healthy out there, staying safe, and keeping busy crafting. So I'll see you all again really soon. Bye-bye!